Welcome back to AboveTopSecret.com's exclusive show, ATS Recap. Sit back, throw your feet up, and enjoy the show. Okay, roll the intro. J-Rock2527 was on AboveTopSecret.com checking out the Paranormal forum when his brother asked, "Why do you get into that stuff, man? It's interesting, different, and something mysterious." Anyway, it prompts J-Rock to post a thread titled, "What attracts you to the paranormal?" The groupies is what attracts me. J-Rock posts some other good questions, like, have you always been a fan of the paranormal? Or did something trigger this interest? Well, the UFO crash in the Sandia Mountains, Roswell, and Area 51. Oh yeah, and the NASA ET law sealed the deal for me, says Moonweed. Ashritha says, totally, the Unsolved Mysteries theme song and that Robert Stack's narration did it for me. And Nightstar states, an out-of-body experience and a precognitive dream gave me an open mind. Ranisha writes, my mom seems to know what's gonna happen before it happens. She says it comes from her gypsy blood. My gramps, on my mom's side, he's been known to converse with the Ouija board. The thread brings up another question. What's your favorite paranormal topic to study? My favorite always comes back to the technology. On a side note, Cloudy Dave posts a thread titled, what's the best form of interstellar communication? Ghosts is that Scotland's favorite topic. Mr. Andy, UFOs all the way, buddy. Just back away slowly adds. Telekinesis, energy healing, and precognition does it for me. Nefertari writes, a better question to ask, what attracts the paranormal to me? I was born to walk between worlds. Took me a long time to accept this. Ballistic Moose, what attracts me to the paranormal? Fat bags of cash for simply feeding BS to gullible people with heads full of hippie mumbo jumbo. Whoa, alrighty then, Ballistic Moose. Ricky Mouse likes the challenge of investigating it on his own. It beats living in a box. You can learn a lot more across the variety of threads on AboveTopSecret.com. Like this one by Other Side of the Coin, Roswell, an alternative conspiracy, and Roswell Whistleblower, the real story from the documents. You could see some older popular threads on out-of-body experiences from the River Goddess, or a real-life superpowers thread by Cassie Clay. And there's some other newer threads that didn't receive so much attention, like this one by Detective T, which is his first thread, titled A Theory on the Feeling of Being Watched. Detective T's theory is that the insects are the culprits. Okay, let's move on. Seeing Blue posts a thread titled 10 Enigmas That Defy Explanation. I'm gonna highlight a few and then go into a couple of them. Exaphon posts a paranormal case. Don Decker, Rainboy. It all happened in 1983 and was covered up until Unsolved Mysteries aired a show in 1993. Okay, so Don Decker was in jail for a small light sentence for theft. He was granted furlough to go to his grandfather's funeral. By the way, he was sexually abused by his grandfather as a kid and was upset at how his family glorified his grandfather at his funeral. Because of that, he decided to stay at a friend's that night. Don began to fall into an eerie trance-like state as water started pouring down the walls in only the living room, across the walls, and up from the floor. His friends called the landlord, who arrived and didn't know what had happened, so they called police. Okay, so then Don and the friend go next door across the street at a restaurant. The rain stopped at the house, but then the rain started again in the restaurant. Everybody was convinced Don was possessed. Okay, so Don's furlough ends and he gets back into his jail cell, and guess what happens? He makes it rain in the cell. And all of a sudden, Don's powers of making it rain had all stopped. Okay, overall, this happened in front of a total of 12 witnesses, 10 of which were willing to go on record. Lockdog says, tons of eyewitness testimony and no one thought to grab a camera? Eminem Candies writes, I don't believe this guy's story for a minute. They're all trying to gain recognition in hopes of making money. Just another John Titter type. By the way, there's many threads on John Titter across AboveTopSecret.com, including John Titter Archive, an interview with the time traveler, and Dayloom adds, time travel is yet to occur. This technology has been in the hands of the United States government since the mid-20th century. However, John Titter, clearly a government disinformer. Don't listen to him. All right, let's quickly look at these raining blobs. In August of '94, in Oakville, Washington, a mysterious blob-like substance fell from the sky, making dozens of people severely ill. Note that black military helicopters were seen in the area before the rainstorms dropped the mysterious substance. Okay, and many people believe that this mysterious substance is the direct result of chemtrails. Well, actually, there's a US patent describing a method for artificially modifying the weather by seeding the rain cloud of a storm with a specific polymer. And this, my friends, takes us into a whole new set of challenges and topics to discuss, like weather manipulation, or even better, genetically engineered or genetically modified foods. Well, I'm out of time, and we'll definitely get into those topics in future episodes. Thanks again for watching. This is Brian with ATS Recap, exclusively here on AboveTopSecret.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us. And remember, you can connect with me on Twitter. I'll see you guys soon. This is Brian, signing off.